anxiety and how does it matter? Now, most of us have desk-bound job nowadays, and you're sitting at your desk for 5, 8, 10 hours, or maybe even longer. And most of the times, as time goes by and you're sitting at your desk, we tend to get into a poor posture and you're slouched or slumped over your desk. Now, of course, there are a lot of stresses in life. Mental stresses in life could be related to your home, to your work, etc. However, this poor posture itself can lead to stress and anxiety. So, in this video, let's talk about can a poor posture actually lead to anxiety, and really how does it matter in your everyday life? So, before we get into the topic for today, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Swati. I'm an executive mom power coach. I help moms of younger kids manage their spinal, that is, back and neck, and joint pain. I do this by giving you simple exercises, easy lifestyle changes, some tips, tricks, hacks that you can implement into your existing schedule or routine without taking out a chunk of time. Hey, we are moms, we are busy people. I know how valuable time is for you. And I also talk about some natural, non toxic products that have helped me in my own joint and spinal pain journey. All right, so let's get back to how a poor posture can lead to anxiety and really why does it matter. So, when you have a poor posture, before we get into that, let me just back up a little. Poor postures, that is slouched, slump postures, are usually associated with depression, anxiety, unhappiness, a lot of negative emotions around there. So, there was a study that was done in Harvard University which actually uh, found out the correlation between a poor posture and anxiety or mental stress. So it is a topic that's been well researched. But what exactly is happening? How are the two of these related? So if you get into the nitty gritty of things, although I'll tell you in a simplified version in simple words, if you look at the brain, there is an area of the brain that controls the stress, right? And it is very closely related to the area of the body that controls your the flexed position, that is the bent over or flexed position of your arms, legs, and trunk. So whenever you are stressed and this area gets activated, it'll lead to a fight or flight situation. So basically, it sounds complicated, but basically, whenever you're faced with stress, either you will stay in the situation and fight it. So, for example, if you look at the caveman days and say there's a tiger that comes in front of you, either you're going to stay there and you're going to fight the tiger, or you're going to flee the situation. So that's the flight part of the phrase. So with the flight, what will happen is you will run away from that tiger so that obviously it doesn't eat you or chase you. So if you are going to flee the situation, your hamstrings and calf muscles, that is the back of your leg and thigh muscles, will get activated and you will run from the situation. However, if you're going to stay and fight the situation, what is a fighter's position? So you're going to go stand like this, where you have a bit of those rounded shoulders and you're sort of ready to get into a fight with whatever is the stressful situation, the tiger out there in our example. And when you do that, that is the fight mode that gets activated. And the same part of the brain will activate this rounded shoulder and this position, like, say, if you've looked at a boxer or if you look at somebody in martial arts, they are in this crouched over position, right? So, excuse me. So what happens is this part of the brain gets activated into the fighting mode, and the same part of the brain gets activated, getting your shoulders into this rounded position. In order to balance your head on your rounded shoulders, you need to poke your head out, because it is not possible to maintain a good posture at your cervical spine or your neck and have this rounded shoulder. And if you look at my posture right here, my mid back is also rounded. So that is the correlation between, that's a very simplified version of the correlation between a poor posture and stress. So that gives you an idea of how a poor posture and stress are related to each other. Now, why does it matter? When you have a poor posture, it can lead to stress or anxiety, and it can also lead to pain in your muscles, joints, and your spine. Now, how that happens is whenever you're stressed, there are some stress hormones that are released. So one of them is adrenaline, the other one is cortisol. So cortisol basically is needed for everyday functioning in our everyday day-to-day activities. However, when you have a higher level of cortisol, it can actually increase the inflammation in your body, and as we know, pain is a cardinal or an important part of the inflammation factor, right? So whenever there's higher levels of cortisol than needed, it will increase the inflammation in your body, thereby either increasing your pre-existing pain or it will introduce new pain into your body. As far as adrenaline is concerned, adrenaline will narrow down or constrict your blood vessels. When your blood vessels narrow down, there's reduced circulation to your muscles, and that itself will lead your muscles to go into a state of tightness or spasm, and that leads to pain. Now, if those muscles are, say, around your spine, you can get spinal pain. If they're around some other joints, you can get joint pain. So that is the reason how this posture, a poor posture and stress relationship really matters in your everyday life. Oh yeah, another thing is when you have a poor posture, we were talking about this rounded postures and forward head. These itself can lead to a lot of pain. I am not going to go into the details. If you want to get into the details and have a listen to why and how this happens, you can go to my YouTube channel and have a look at the videos there, or you can go to YouTube, just type my name Swati Prakash followed by posture or forward head posture. It'll come up with a couple of videos that I've done on the topic. Also, with the poor posture, there is a change in the length tension relationship in the muscles. To put it in simple words, what happens is, again, the example of rounded shoulders. When my shoulders are rounded, the muscles in the front of my chest are in a contracted state compared to the normal length. And the muscles in my upper back here, upper back, mid back, shoulder area, are in a lengthened state as compared to their normal position. So there is a change in the length and the tension in the relationship, in tension relationship in the muscle, sorry. So this itself causes a lot of pain in and around the chest muscles and especially the upper back area. So this is how these are some of the examples of how a poor posture that leads to anxiety can lead to disturbances in your everyday life in terms of spinal and joint pain. All right. So, if you are looking for more details on this topic, I have recently written a blog on it. I will leave the blog link in the description of this video so you can go in there and have a look. I have also recently done some videos on how mental stress and posture and pain can be related. So, you can have a look at those videos and blogs as well. Alrighty, if you have any questions for me or any comments on this topic, do drop them below in the comments and I will address them for you. I'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.